Alexa off. You are now entering the stay zone.
같은 시간 속에서 모든 네가 내 생사 I found you, I found me and you 그 안에서 나의 모습이 보여 같은 공간 속에서 같은 시간 속에서 Let me run, let me run, let me run alone with you Yeah, yeah 내 곁에 있어줘 Yeah, yeah Right by my side now 내 편이 돼준 내 발 맞추면서 달린 닦고 We going side by side 난 너랑 같이 가고 싶어 약속해줘 I see myself in you Stay together you and I, you and I, you and I 난 너의 곁에 You ready? Let's go!
You know, whenever you guys are having a hard time, feel depressed, or, you know, you've got a lot on your mind, just want to say that, you know, it's always okay to come to us, but for me, come to Stray Kids, you know, and tell us how you feel, tell us what you're feeling, because, you know, we have ears to listen to. We will listen to you guys, and no matter what, we will try to, you know, help out with what you're going through. Because I think that's one thing that Stray Kids, everyone can agree on. We will always try to fix you guys. So if you guys have anything, you know, just come find us. We'll help you out. Or we'll at least try to help you out.
So call me. Chef, I'm a 5-star Michelin 네의 정점을 찍고 눈에 보여 illusion 처음 느꼈지 이런 감정 놀랄 거야 gonna shock 바로 감정 소리꾼 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 Man, I'm not sorry, I'm dirty Keep on talking, we don't play by the rules. Swerving, I'm speeding on super road. Luxurious like I'm in S-Class. the best on first class. I'm up above the world, so high I'll be the shining day and night. They wonder how my spotlight is so bright. Counting stars to pure F, pure, pure, pure F, pure, pure, pure F, pure, that's me. Pure F, pure, pure, pure F, pure, pure, pure it in my board. 빛깔 번쩍, 개카스는 팀. 빛깔 번쩍, 빛이 번져 또 빛나는 star. I know it's gonna be lonely, cause everyone keeps turning me down. Countless new surroundings, cold eyes keep looking me down. I'm still in the crowd, alien of the town, yeah, they want me to give up right now. And making me laugh, it's so loud, waking the demon that's hiding inside. You only get to live one life, I know. I'm ready, take that chance. No matter what they tell me, I cannot explain this feeling. Yeah, this path was meant to be my dream.
Live like the ashes, breathe my passion. Ours burns eternally. No regrets, our love is feeling down to this road. Feel like a social path.
Just feel the rhythm of the world, cause we will make it right. 우림치며 보냈던 저 버려놨던 뜨거운 세상에서 La 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 la. Just feel the rock, feel like a rock. Just feel the rock, feel like a rock. Put a gun up, love, love, love. We keep it love, 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 love. I lose my breath when you're walking in, cause when our eyes lock, it's like my heart stops. I lose my breath when you're walking in. You make my knees drop, it's like I'm in shock. Now all I think about is how my world turned upside down. I lose my breath when you're walking in, cause when our eyes lock, it's like my heart stops. I go drop my bullet, goes tang tang tang. 이건 la vida loca. Boom boom, chick chick boom. We're gonna go away to places still unknown. We're gonna show the way. We made it on our own. We do what we wanna do. The message through our music, it ain't even done. It's true. Yeah, rhythm never stops. 어린 나의 보라고 외쳐져 나왔던 갈등, 눈이 감길 때쯤 무너져 내렸던 노력들. Every part of me 내야만 했던 날들의 힘듦 속에서 벗어나야 젠 자랑스러운 그 이름. Cause Stray Kids still gonna rock on the elevator. Yeah, we head to the top. Stray Kids, we're do or die, do whatever we want. Yeah, we don't give a what. Know that this is who we are. There ain't no less than that. Oh, we'll never stop. Stray Kids still gonna rock on the elevator. Yeah, we head to the top. Go on and on. 명예 종물도 원해. 솔직히 더 많은 걸 바라고 달라지 욕심 끝에 남은 건 my team. 그 무엇과도 바꿀 수 없는 가치 another me. 어두운 터널을 걸으며 그려진 우리의 청사진. 청춘을 팔았다 생각하며 살 수 없는 꿈을 산 거지. We still straight, we always stay on the lonely street. 걸어온 이 길을 we don't leave. 영혼은 없대도 I believe the time is spent with we. Remember forever ever. Oh, I won't let me fall down. So proud of myself, never down. Who we are, 언제까지나 믿어 널. Stray Kids still gonna rock on the elevator. Yeah, we head to the top. Stray Kids, right till we're done. Do whatever we want. Yeah, we don't give a what. Know that this is who we are. There ain't no less than that. Oh, we'll never stop. Stray Kids still gonna rock on the elevator. Yeah, we head to the top. Go on and on.
자석같이 끌려가 I cannot explain this reaction 이것도
I'm gonna let you know that I'm just gonna go and hold you so never letting go. I'm gonna let you know and I'm just gonna go. Yeah, 난 너에게로 지금 출발합니다. 바로 let go. Never letting go. Oh, I cannot explain this emotion. 1, 2, 3, I love you.
Alrighty. Let's get into it. Let me turn my video on. I am like sitting in my floor working on freebies, so we will see how this goes. Do you have Stitch stickers on your face?
Courtesy of Amethyst. She got a sticker book. I decided she wanted to put it for me.
That's funny. Well, best person to try them out on, I guess.
You know it.
Today's been busy. This week's been busy. And I'm sorry, I hate my job. I am so over it.
Yeah, girl. Same.
I have got to get my classes taken so I can quit. They just, yeah, just over it. Plus, I was coming down sick because, you know, I got out of my car into a river on Thursday and went around with wet feet all day long. So, not a surprise.
Wet feet.
Yeah, like, because I literally stepped out of my car into a river.
That sucks.
Yeah. Well, my niece was supposed to bring me, you know, dry socks, but she left them on the kitchen table, so.
Did you see the new music? Did you see the video, the song that came out?
No,
for
I am
Moon
not
Man?
going to watch that.
It was so sad. That was the first thing I saw. It made me
I
cry.
heard a little bit of it, but I already knew what it was about, and I was like, no, I can't do those emotions right now. So,
Yeah. It's his second.
2nd anniversary, yeah. It's funny how the cause of death is still like the police say one thing and the family's like, no, it was this.
Yeah, they said he either committed or his heart failed.
No, said a stroke.
I heard his heart failed.
Yeah, I heard the heart failed too. So there's three different ones. Either way, 25 years old. It's super sad.
Yeah.
I don't know that what the police said is accurate because I can't see someone making so many plans and then just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
I understand that at some points he was depressed and he did feel like was at a low point in his life, but he was getting better, you know, like he
Yeah.
was getting more
I mean, it doesn't take
secure,
much
and he
to
promised his
backslide, but
sister. Yeah, he
still,
promised his sister that he'd stick around and like see her grow up and do all this other stuff. Like you don't promise something like, "Hi JJ." You
yeah,
don't
she's
promise
like
something
jumping
like
around
that.
with different names.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's a tragedy all the way around.
It is, yeah. It was very like
Okay, we
I
need to
remember
move
when
on
I
before I
found
start
out.
crying.
I know. I was like, when I first found out, like I cried.
I
Oh, we're
didn't
talking
know him.
about. I did. I wasn't a huge fan of Astros, but I did like them. But Moonman was obviously, you know, we have a favorite in every group, and Moonman was mine in that group, and Unwon. I love him too.
Well, he was very popular even amongst idols. What we're talking about is 2 years ago, one of the idols from the group Astro was found dead. He was 25 years old, one of Bang Chan's bestest friends ever, which is why Bang Chan went downhill really, really fast. And that was super scary. I was super worried about him. But this is the 2-year anniversary of his death, and I'm probably gonna cry.
That made me cry. I'm crying.
A lot of his friends got together and made a tribute song for him, and it was released what, 2 days ago?
yesterday.
So it's just
They
not
so it's not a
he
guarantee
it's
that he
not a
committed.
guarantee that he committed suicide. There's been 3 different things going around, either heart attack, stroke, or suicide. Um, I choose to believe it was a stroke or a heart attack because he just had so much going on in his life that was positive at that particular point in time. And I hate to think the worst of anybody. And I mean, when I was younger, my first bout with suicide was when I was a freshman in high school, and one of we weren't like best friends, but we were good friends, committed suicide. That was my first bout of it. Then my sophomore year, another friend committed suicide, and it's just gone, and I could never understand why. I'm like, why would people do this? Once I hit a couple years ago, I guess, I got into a really bad place, and I knew then what it felt like to have those kind of thoughts going through your head. And then the kids found me.
Do you have a way of doing that at people's lowest points?
They are the only reason I'm still here.
See, that's what we're talking about though. Like we're not completely sure that the police department really give out the right information.
Yeah, I just don't want to believe that he did that. But if he did,
Yeah, he was such a sweetheart and he was always so funny and
but I mean, if you look at a lot of comedians, they're all funny, but they
he
tend
wasn't
not
just
to
funny.
live long lives.
He's the type of he was the type of person that like would get you smiling just from him smiling.
Hmm.
Like he has such a bright smile and
Yeah.
he was funny in a way where he didn't really care a lot what people thought. He did, but not really. I remember one time during the live, he was like, um, he had bangs, and they were just like, "Oh, I like your bangs. Your bangs look good." He's like, "But these aren't real," and he pulls them right off.
Well, that
But
just shows the kind of person he was. It's sad that we lost somebody so special, but
yeah, I
I
was
get
thinking
it.
of getting a tribute tattoo for him sometime this week or next week, just right here on my shoulder. But like the part in the song when they're saying like if I open up the moon door, will you be there waiting, smiling to greet us? And I was like, oh, stop, stop.
Yeah.
And at the end they were like, Ben, we love you. I was like, oh, I literally did not mean to start bawling so early in the morning.
I just really hope they all got together and shared stories.
They did. They did post a video soon after that. Video was posted to show like their talk about their memories with him, how they made the song and everything. Even Channy put something in there. He was like, I wish I would have told you at the time, but thank you. And I'm just like, man, stop.
That's why all of these fan wars are stupid. These people are friends that you are trying to make war over, which none of them would agree with.
Yeah,
Be
exactly.
kind. I mean, it takes nothing to be kind, and every one of these groups have worked so hard to get where they are. So
You might not like a lot of their songs, you might not like specific people, but um,
do
that
not
doesn't
negate the
mean,
fact that they worked
yeah,
their butts off to get where they are today.
exactly. And for the armies that are always saying like, well, BTS, opened the door for y'all and they're the reasons why y'all did this, but they need to understand that yes, while I do agree BTS did open a door for K-pop in general, it's the groups themselves that kept that door open, not just BTS. Like, because people are going to be like, oh, I could just stand BTS, but the fact that K-pop in general is getting so popular is because a bunch of different groups have a part in it. It had nothing to do with just BTS. Like, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, give BTS credit where it's due, but
BTS is amazing and they are the gold standard of where every group wants to be, but saying that they're the reason, no, honey. K-pop has been around for a long time. You know what I remember for K-pop? Gangnam Style.
that was my first song.
And I'm pretty sure that was the intro for a lot of K-pop internationally because that was a really popular song and I still play it. It's still super catchy. I mean, all I see is this fat dude dancing around like he's riding a little stick pony, but whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, JJ, I did the same thing. When I found out, I was crying as well, and I called my mom and I was telling her. She was just like, "It's okay, everything will be okay." I'm just like, nothing will be okay again.
It just made us super scared for Channy because he was bad for a long time, several months. All the weight he lost and his muscle mass. He lost a lot of his muscle mass too because he just simply was not eating.
Yeah, I think that was honestly one of the turning points that really pushed for him to not do Chinese room anymore either.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
yes,
because
while
they just kept bringing it up.
JYP,
They wouldn't shut the hell up. They just kept on. And
yeah,
when
'cause
someone
while
asks you to quit talking about something, quit talking about it because something's going on with them and they don't need to hear that. But, people can't stand. So annoying. And some of the comments were just downright freaking rude.
some people just have a way of ruining it for everybody else.
Yep. Like someone that's French.
Yep.
So, anyway. I guess I'm going to have to actually do some work in my house since we're having tornado warnings. Seems like every freaking week now.
That sucks.
Huh?
Said that sucks.
Oh, you missed all the action, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had another tornado warning today. And
Yeah, yesterday
the
I went
sirens never
offline.
went off. Like they never went off. I'm like,
Really?
these things go off every day at noon. And then we have a tornado warning and they never go off. Are you kidding me? So
Yeah, I went
yeah.
offline yesterday for Moonbin.
Yeah, I figured that. But no, that was today. Like this afternoon.
Oh, today I've been sick. I've been having a lot of flare-ups. So like that's why I was late getting on. My mom had to drive me home, so I was
I
at their house.
literally had just turned it on because I was down here working on these photos for the badges and it's a learning curve. So I had just logged on right before you popped on. So which is why I don't have my headphones on because they're in another part of the room and I am not getting my big butt up to go get them. Plus, we don't use them for TikTok anyway. Such a learning curve. So over this. Come on. Right there. My cards keep sliding is what my problem is. Like I start doing the circle cut and they slide. And I can't figure out how to keep them still so they don't get jacked up. Well, anyway, I don't even really know what's going on with the kids. I think they're all with their family, just taking a little bit of a break, which they thoroughly need. I did not know, however, that Felix's mom went to Laos with him when he went to go do that volunteer work.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
that's
went
so
with
cute.
him.
See, I always wonder because, I've heard, didn't his cousin say they didn't have a good relationship?
I think that's with mainly his dad, because if you notice, you never see nor hear about his father at all. But yes, his parents did not want him to go
But
this
we never
particular
see
route.
or hear anything about Sylvan's parents either.
No. Um, or even, I mean, we've seen Lee Knows, but that was at debut, and that was the last time. So I get it. I mean, families want privacy, especially since we've seen more of these fans. Yeah.
It's just Chinese that are out in the open.
Oh, they are so much out in the open. Um, and I applaud them for that. I love
Except for
seeing,
Lucas.
yeah, I love seeing the interactions that they have and how they follow Hannah and Changbin, or not Changbin, Bang Chan, literally around the world. It seems like the
Yep.
dedication to their children is amazing. So props.
Yeah, that it's no wonder that those two turned out the way they did. Like,
I know.
they have the biggest hearts. Hannah, she does act her age. She's
Yes,
definitely a
very
wild
much
child.
so.
She's definitely a wild child, and that's what makes her so funny. Because I'm sure Banchan is like that as well, but he keeps it more contained. And I don't care. Don't give a
But
fuck.
I think he has to, because he's part of a company where Hannah is her own self in every way. So, I mean, basically, if you don't like her, she doesn't care.
Yeah.
And she will tell you she doesn't care.
And she's
So,
always been like that since
yes.
her YouTube lives till now. Like, she definitely has not changed.
No, she has not. And she's funny. I mean, the reason we found her was because of Channy, but the reason we stayed was because of her. So,
Yeah. I remember
she's
one
just,
time, I think she did a video in full Korean where she couldn't speak any English. And that was one of the funniest things because how do you like I understand like they grew up, oh, but she was born in Australia, right?
yeah,
It would be a little bit harder for her.
yeah.
It was funny though.
That's what I can't figure out with Felix. He was surrounded by all of the Koreans, like his grandfather and stuff, I guess. But even his parents speak Korean, but he knew not hardly any Korean. I think
Which is
that's
funny because didn't he speak a little Korean when he was a child?
probably, but it's so detrimental when you're bilingual and you don't teach your children to be the same. You know what I mean? Because them being in tri, what, quadlingual, whatever, is so helpful when they get older.
My sister was like, you should probably stop speaking Spanish around Amethyst because if she's trying to learn Korean, she's gonna start getting confused because
No,
she was
she's
like,
not.
because
Amethyst is
she
smart.
yeah, so because when she was at the hotel with them and hanging out with the kids, I guess she was telling my niece stuff in Spanish. And so I was like, oh, so it is sticking in her head. Nice.
Well, she's super smart, so any kind of anything you can get her in to teach her like that, it's going to be a good thing.
Yeah, she has a Korean teacher.
Yeah, ask that Korean teacher how to spell stay in Korean so that I don't get the wrong tattoo.
I want to do that too because that's such a smart idea. I didn't think to do that. But don't the boys spell stay?
I've done it that way, but there's like so many different ways depending on how the word is used.
Mm, yeah.
Every single way that the word is used is spelled differently. So it's like,
Oh, so wouldn't you use the way they spell it?
well, and that's what I did, but Aaliyah and Liz said, no, that's not right. It's this one. And so now I need confirmation on which one is what.
Oh, you know what? I've been talking to Korean guys as well, so I could ask them as well.
Yeah, I just don't want to put the wrong thing.
My head hurts so bad.
You're what?
My head. I've been like having a bunch of flare-ups today, and it's been like it's been kind of weird. It's like it's a bad one because they were laughing at me when we were hanging out at my parents' house because they said it was like I was having Tourette's or something because my nerves uh because I was having like the episodes, but it hurt a lot. It felt like as if somebody had like a cloth on fire and they were wiping me with it around my body because it wasn't like inside my body. It felt like it was just like at the edge of my skin. So I'm pretty sure it had something to do with my nerves.
Oh,
It
probably.
felt like they were on fire and it hurt a lot, but I couldn't move. And so like I was just there crying because I couldn't move while I was in so much pain. And when I started coming out of it, I had like these tics that was happening. And so normally I'm used to like, my head does these tick things,
Mm-hmm.
but this time I was like making these noises along with it, like ooh type of thing. And it like every time when they would laugh, I would get frustrated because I was like not meaning to do that and it was embarrassing. And so it would get me more agitated, which would make it worse. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, just
Well,
stop.
I wouldn't
Don't
have
look at me.
laughed.
I said, don't look at me. Turn away. I started laughing after a while, once I calmed down. Um, but I was getting frustrated at first.
Yeah. Well, you're still trying to like navigate all of this. So,
I know they were saying that. They were like, how are you gonna drive all the way to Arlington and this and that? I said, that's why I'm going early, so I could take some breaks if I need to. And Kim's coming with me, so
yeah.
she knows how to drive. So if she needs to take over, I'm sure she can. I doubt in
Ugh.
her mind she was gonna let me drive the whole time anyways.
Haven. No, ma'am. I've had to block Haven off because she's been outside and she's all muddy, and I'm like,
Oh my gosh, that
I'm
rain
so
came out of
glad I
nowhere.
spent $150 Friday to get these dogs groomed so they can look and smell like wet, nasty mud mops.
I wanted to do that with Ocean too, because it's like $75 to get her bathed, trimmed, nails trimmed, and everything.
Yeah, my son got his shepherd groomed and stuff. Charged him 100 and some odd dollars, 125, 140. I was like, oh, that is way too
Why?
much. Now, if she was still shedding like her winter coat, I could see that, but she's not. So that was extremely high because I pay 150 for three. So there's that.
Yeah,
And
that's
my old one is always a pain because she won't let me brush her at all. And so she's always needing extraness because she's
I
an old woman and she thinks she's special. So, uh, I have not looked at the police report. See, I heard he was found in the foyer of his house.
I heard that too. I didn't hear nothing about him being found in a tub with blood.
Mm-mm, me
Let me
neither.
check the Korean police report.
I've had a migraine all day because of stupid weather. I did get my first coat of paint on my wall though. But then I got my tiles for the ceiling in, and they're like super, super tiny. I'm like, well, these are not going to work.
So the police just wrote him off without really doing a full thing.
They didn't do an autopsy.
No,
I mean,
because they said the Korean police concluded that he died by suicide. He was found dead at his home, and his manager discovered him after he missed rehearsals and could not be reached. The police investigated and found no evidence of foul play, leading them to believe it was a suicide. So there means that there was nothing like physically they can see. So he definitely didn't like there was no blood around him or anything like that because they didn't find evidence of foul play either.
that's what I
But
had
they
read.
said an autopsy was considered to determine the exact cause of death, but the police just ruled it out as a suicide.
That's just lazy police work.
Yeah.
His family may have had an autopsy done then, and maybe that's why they came out and said stroke or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So they basically just like wrote it off. They didn't even bother to try to figure out exactly what killed him.
I mean, seriously, what if somebody was like in his house and injected him with something that killed him? Don't you think you should figure that shit out?
No, honestly.
Because even just a syringe with air in it will kill somebody. Yeah, that's just lazy police work. That's what the fans should have been screaming about, was for them to do their damn job. Not that it'd matter.
So stupid.
I did see where Moon Sua did a song for him, and it's the one that Sunman always sang at the end of the concerts. You know what I'm talking about? It's a
The
popular
one that
song.
you said what?
The song that Sunman used to sing at the end of the concerts before he left. I cannot remember what the name of that song is. Anyway, Moon Sua sang that for her brother as well. Did a cover. I can't remember the name of the song now.
Mm. The only one I know that someone missing is that one like uh I can't be fucked up type of one.
It's a slow song, but I don't remember what the name of it is.
Undelivered Truth.
Huh?
Always Remember Us This Way
Yes.
by Billy.
Yes.
Don't start with me, girl. Please.
What?
Oh, my dog's yelling.
Ah,
Last night, I went to go bring her in. After I let her go out to go to the bathroom, and she like stuck her head in the door and then walked away. I said, "Are you coming in to go to bed or not?" And she just like stayed out. And I was like, "Okay, fine. You can stay out here then. I'm not coming back to open the door for you." And so I closed the door and I wake up and it was raining. I was like, "Oh my Lord, I should just brought you in." I got mud on my floors, damn it.
Leah said she'll jump on when we move.
Leah?
Huh?
Said Leah? I'm
What?
ready, sir. I said, you
Okay.
said Aaliyah?
Yeah, I don't think anybody's in here anymore, so.
Okay. Let me go grab my. I guess I'll see you on the other side.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye.